Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser.
Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So today we're getting ready to discuss this whole Karen Ivory Target incident. And yes, her name actually happens to be Karen, which at this point couldn't be a more fitting name, if I might say. But anyway, apparently she got punched in the face, and she's a black woman, and that was a white man. Let's go ahead and tune into the story, and then we'll hear some commentary from me.
A shocking moment caught on camera when a Target employee punches a customer in the face after she cornered him in an office.
You backed him into an office and you got hit in the face, unfortunately.
When people who are backed into a corner, they can choose, they can choose to do the right thing or they can choose to lash out.
Okay, you were in the wrong here, just so we're
I
clear.
held them.
She says the whole altercation was her way to take a stand.
This is my Rosa Parks moment, dude. Don't play with me.
The incident happened on October 22nd of last year at a Target in Blue Ash, Ohio. Security video shows 37-year-old Karen Ivory checking out at the register. When the bill surpasses $1,000, Ivory says she won't have enough.
This is her order.
Okay.
When she got to 1,000, she said, I'm not going to have enough money to pay for this. I need to talk to the manager. She happened to be walking by.
Body camera video captures Target manager Ashley Meyer describing to police what happened.
So I came around and I was like, hey, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Usually it's like the price is wrong or whatever. She starts going on this spiel about about how like I've had a privileged life and she's been disadvantaged, and then said that she was asking Target to make reparations for her.
So if I heard correctly, Karen went shopping at Target, got her stuff to the price checkout, got it all bagged up, and when she got to $1,000, she said, I don't have enough money. And then proceeded to tell the manager that she needed to be receiving reparations from them because she's obviously a white woman and she's had a privileged life. Yeah, that really happened.
And I said, that's not something we can do tonight. If you need a donation, you can call tomorrow. I can put you in touch with the HR person, but that isn't something I can do for you right now tonight.
Okay.
And then she was like, you need to put me in touch with someone tonight. And I was like, I can't. There isn't.
Okay.
Strange. Yeah. And then she got really close to me. Mm-hmm. So I put my hands up and backed up, and she followed me. She was breathing into my eyeballs.
Was she screaming at you or?
Yeah. So she got really close to me. I put my hands up. I touched her shoulders because she was coming into my space.
Okay.
And then she because I touched her, she went after that and just started screaming really loudly and backed me up against the soda machine.
Okay.
And then that's when our security person, she called our security person.
Security video shows the incident unfold as Ivory approaches the manager and gets in her face. After that, a loss prevention manager approaches.
Look at the size difference between her and the manager. She's obviously standing a foot over and she's bigger than her. I don't know what it is with black women nowadays thinking that they get mad about stuff and they go in stores demanding free things, and now you're going to use your size to try to intimidate other people. And that's what this whole story's about. She's stepping in people's faces and then you don't expect to get clocked in the jaw. This should be a very big warning sign to all black women out there. You're not invincible. Stop thinking that people are going to be afraid of you, because they're not. They're going to just start doing what this guy did and hauling off and hitting you.
So what happened?
She
being secure at 2046.
Okay. Came up, I tried to verbally de-escalate. She told me that she wanted to wreck it out, and I told her we couldn't do that.
Okay.
And then she said, excuse me, and I was like, man, I need you to back up or leave, well, we can't do that for you. So she started charging at me. I came all the way back into my office, into an enclosed space, and I hit her in the face.
And I already know there's going to be some simps in my comment section saying that I'm wrong for condoning this man hitting her in the face, because simply off of the fact that he's white and she's black, they're going to be like, no white man should be able to ever hit a black woman. Well, it has nothing to do with race. It has to do with personal space and respect. And it doesn't matter who you are, what gender you are, you need to learn those two things. Not jumping up in people's faces and not cornering them either. Like, he obviously felt threatened. You know, she's a big woman and he wasn't about to let her do anything to him. So he said, I'm going to make the first punch. She's cornered me into this room. I've told her to back up. She pushed her way into the office and she got what she deserved. And at the beginning of this, she actually said, this is my Rosa Parks moment. Rosa Parks, how dare you even compare yourself to her? Like, Rosa Parks sat in a chair as protest. You went into a place, disturbed the peace by taking things from off the shelf, getting it all bagged up, knowing you didn't have any money to pay for it, and then you're going to sit there and demand that you get something for it? Like, who are you? I mean, if this isn't a Karen, I don't know what is. Like, this is pathetic, really. Like, she's obviously stupid. Very. And you know something? I hope this kind of thing happens more and more. I am tired of these people thinking that you're just going to get what you want by trying to intimidate somebody. Like, oh, I'm big and I'm just going to corner you and I'm going to use my loud, aggressive voice to try to get things, you know, from people and out of the store and try to tell them that they've been privileged. Like, honey, she's probably not had that privilege of a life if she's the manager at Target. Not saying, you know, that that's not an accomplishment for her or anything. She's obviously young. She may move forward in life, but that's not very privileged. She's probably had to work for everything she has just like everyone else. Like, where do you get off saying that? Oh my gosh.
Surveillance video shows Ivory run after the manager and into his office. When she approaches, he punches her in the face. While the security video does not have audio, the manager later described the incident to police on body camera video.
I tried to literally close her out, but at that point she was like pretty much running, so she barreled her way in and then kept coming into my office.
Okay. Yes, and you just hit her and that's it?
Hit her like right in the face, like right in the jaw.
After the manager punches Ivory in the face, security video shows him calling 911.
Security footage shows him calling 911 and her scrambling for her belongings as well as her glasses that probably got knocked off right off her face. Oh my gosh. Like, you know what? I don't even really, again, I feel no sympathy. Like, you kind of get what you deserve. You cornered this man. He had a fight or flight response. You could tell. He honestly looked shocked that he even did it himself. You know what I'm saying? He probably has never really had to hit a woman, let alone a black woman at work. You know what I'm saying? But you're, again, going to have a lot of guys feeling like, oh, that's a black queen. No, she's an overweight, entitled, middle-aged woman who probably doesn't have a husband, because I'm pretty sure he would have been involved with this somehow. And we're going to watch the rest of this, you guys, and we're going to end up with a part 2 to see what ultimately happened with this, because this is just the story. But yeah, let's keep going.
What did your notes say? The lady came in and punched her man, or her manager punched her?
Yeah, some sort of shenanigans. Didn't say anything about managers. Said somebody came into an office,
I thought it
started
was
assaulting him.
An employee went
Yeah.
assumed it was a manager.
Allegedly, this chick's impaired.
When officers arrive, body camera footage captures Ivory arguing with the manager as officers work to get her information.
I tried to close you out of my office and you just kept on pushing your way in.
That's right.
No, sir. I didn't push my way in.
Yes,
I
you
came. No, I came around the corner quickly.
Hey, would you
I did not push
quit
the
talking?
door.
Hey, no.
Excuse you?
Stop talking. When I'm telling you, you stop talking, okay?
Do you know who I am?
I will figure that out when I get your ID.
Holy crap. Is she the definition of delusion? Like, not only is she trying to overtalk this man as he's trying to talk to the police, like, they're going to get your side of it too, ma'am. But literally, he tells her to quiet down and she's like, excuse me? Like, yeah, he's trying to hear one person talk at the same time. And then she proceeds to say, do you know who I am? Yeah, you're some weird fat old lady who has no life and obviously no money, to the point where $1,000 is going to make or break you at Target. And now granted, I'm not going to go on a shopping spree at Targets for $1,000, but if I had to, I would definitely be able to afford it. Like, this is ridiculous.
Ivory later tells police officers the incident stemmed from her request for reparations on her purchase.
So what caused the issue then here today?
Because I came in,
Actually, kind of.
Target is somewhat of a home for me. And we were gonna have a big discussion here, and I asked them to do it nicely.
Who are you gonna have this big discussion with?
With Target, whoever in Target I needed to speak with.
Okay.
I asked
So I ran
nicely, the young lady,
Hi, George, 31 squads responding,
I'm not gonna do
2432,
that.
updating
I'm
available
not gonna put you in
purpose
touch. I
2.
said, who would
Yeah,
call
call
if this place was called fire? I asked her to put me in touch with the right people. Who would you call if this place was on fire? It was. She would not. I'm not gonna do that. The young man came over, stood behind her. I asked him the same thing.
I'm kind of like asking,
They
like, what's going on?
teamed up.
What can I
We are
do?
not.
What's going on here?
Actually, no. The young lady got in my face. She pushed me too. She put her hands on me as well. I put my hands on no one. I came close to them and they felt threatened. Now at least hers was a pushback.
Yeah, just to separate you from her because you're in her space. Yeah.
She felt threatened. Who? Why did you feel threatened?
She said, why would you feel threatened? I don't know, because you're a complete psycho who goes to a store and expects them to just give them $1,000 worth of stuff for free. What world do you live in? Like, no, you don't just get to talk to people to go get stuff for free. Like, then everybody and their mom will be doing it. What the hell? Capitalism exists in this country for a reason. Get a freaking job that pays you well enough to where you can afford to buy the things you want, you jack.
Depends on, I don't know what this discussion was about. What were you asking her to do?
Reach out to her manager so we can have a larger discussion about how money works and how provision works and how it's been working in our community in a very wrong way.
Can you elaborate a little bit, go into further detail?
Sure.
Ivory calls the incident her, quote, Rosa Parks moment.
So again, this is going to be the end of this video. We're going to come back with a part 2 with a conclusion to this story to see what actually happens. But isn't it ironic that this woman is wearing a shirt that literally says love on it? Like, were you experiencing love when you decided to come into a store to demand things for free? Knowing that there's people that work there that have to get paid. That's why they're there, because they're being paid based upon the sales that they make every day. So you want to take jobs away by demanding free stuff? That's why the world is the way it is now, because there's not enough people paying taxes, not enough people spending money the correct ways. You got too many scammers and thieves out there wanting things for free. And that's why the world is in the state it's in, to the point where the American dollar's value is going down. America, we have got to wake up and we have got to start our own businesses. If you want reparations and you want to give something to other black people, why don't you start your own business instead of going to white corporations and always begging? If you really wanted to make a difference, then you would do something that affects people on a large scale, not just your own house and your own pocketbook. You're going into a store, probably you wanted to redecorate your home, get some new clothes for your out of shape body or something. Man, please, you are no Rosa Parks. This was no Rosa Parks moment. And I'm ashamed for you that you would even bring her, a great person that worked in the civil rights movement, to actually make changes for other black people. And you're going to sit there and think that this is how you're going to do it in this day and age, knowing what's going on in this country right now? Honey, the black community is not even a community at this point. You got black men hating black women and black women hating black men. Why don't you start at home? Focus on what you can do in your own life to make this world a better place. Trust me, you ain't getting nothing out of Target. Well, you guys definitely leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this whole thing. And I will see you next time.